Hello to you, my very good pixel pals. This is Sidrat Gamer. You can, of course, call me Sidrat. And AtomCraft is a sandbox adventure game, except it's more than that. It's a science project kit in a digital box, so you don't have to expose yourself to radiation or nasty chemical smells. Instead, you can smelt, purify, mix, and even blow stuff up to your twisted little heart's content. There's a Steam link below. This is episode 11. And I'm recording this the day before my birthday, so if you are watching it on Wednesday the 12th of August, then just say happy birthday in a comment or not, and tell me you're not wishing me a happy birthday on my birthday. Now episode 11 is going to be pretty much what episode 10 should have been. So let's jump straight into it, and we can press play. We can go into there, we can go into Sidrat Gaming, and I didn't think I was going to get the opportunity to record again. I'm recording on Tuesday the 11th of August, and this is where I was, and my buttons are working now because the window is actually... Is that what's going on? Is the game just losing focus? Because in the last episode I had the issues with the controls, but I swore I could still hear the sound effects. So I am going to check if I have salt water, or even just salt. It's seawater, isn't it? Do I have... I've got water, that's fine. Water, seawater, salt and seawater. So I can make my own seawater, which is absolutely wonderful. I'm doing that now because I can just take salt out of here. Shall we take salt out of here, or nah? I'm not going to apologise for the pun because it's sciencey, and you like that sort of thing. Otherwise, what are you here for? Right, we can get salt into there. I'm going to put it into there. That's still water. And this is now seawater. Okay, is it enough for dunking in there? I don't know. Where can I dunk? Let's... Hey, I can dunk. And this is seawater. It's all seawater. See, it's briny. Let me dunk from a terrific height as well. Was that deep enough? Was that a long fall? I don't know. It was over pretty quickly. Let's reach the asteroids. I remembered to put my helmet on. How awesome is that? There we go. I hope you would agree that was deserved. It was actually kind of fun too. Right. So that is... Yeah, this is so much. Right, so that's the first thing. I also made a note about these things as well. So if we turn on heating element, nickel and chromium. I should have nickel. Yep, and chromium, that may be an issue. Right, okay, what about chromium? Not a lot by the look of it. No, we're back to where we were with the aluminium before I can make any of the heating elements, chromium, which is kind of annoying. Bismuth, tellurium, nickel, carbon for the igniter. Tries to ignite adjacent pixels when activated. That may be good in like a logic circuit. Especially if you've got something like a methane buildup, you could chamber it and stick it on. You don't have sensors like that, do we? Resistant sensor. But what will they send? Comes in contact with any non-static pixel. That's not the... We want like a gas sensor or like a pressure sensor. So in the enclosed space, if the pressure gets to a certain amount, then the sensor says true. And then the wiring, the logic, etc. says do this. And if it's connected to a igniter, then it consumes the room and you can off gas. And you can collect the off gas from that if you want to. I had another note. Complete some of these. Yep, that's fine. But I had another note in regards to the inventory, which is okay. So what you hold on to, what you grab and keep, does retain through multiple saves and reloads. So it's absolutely wonderful. But I've got all of this stuff. And it's not like we need it, is it? Let's just drop all of the molten stuff. Molten, there we go. There we go. So that's molten cobalt steel, 78, molten sulfur, which will be interesting. I'm just going to be dropping it on the floor. There's not much. But that's now not molten anymore, which is absolutely fantastic. And we can go back over there. There we go. It's all gone except for my choices of fuel types and stuff. The 5 C's, as I called it somewhere. Yeah, merchandise for AtomCraft. Sounds good. Okay, back to what I was doing. Ship repairs. So ship repairs, what we can do is grab everything and bring up the ships, and we'll see what we have. 6 of them, 7 of them, 9. You need 1,000 helium. 200, 200. Silicon. I'm just going to do it. It may be the wrong choice, but if I can complete it in one go, I will do it in one go. Rubidium, I can do. And can't do strontium. Can do silver. Can't do. Yes, I can do cadmium. And 9. I can do tin, just. I can do tellurium. And bismuth, I can do. You only need 50 of these. I can do lead. And I couldn't do thallium, but I kind of did. I'm sure we found silver on the map. Apparently I did not find silver. And we've still got that space to reveal, these spaces here to reveal as well. I've only got to this level. I can't penetrate that level with my current cobalt steel drill. I will need the vanadium carbide steel, and that's alumina and stuff. And I cannot jump up because I'm 5 times over the limit. So without any further ado, let's put things back. We'll keep the alumina, keeping the aluminium. What else do we need? Vanadium carbide, right, okay. Vanadium pentoxide, let's get that one. Let's get that one. Vanadium carbide, there we go. These temperatures will be really useful when I unlock or when I obtain the heating elements, chromium. I'm kind of doing that already, am I not? Chromium. Ferrochrome and aluminium, or aluminum. Yeah, so we need a lot of aluminium so that we can get ferrochrome or chromium. Ferrochrome. Oh, right, okay, silver. I forgot to press the blue bit. Or did I? No, I didn't. What's this? Chromites. Chromite, right, okay. How do you actually keep focused on what it is you're trying to do? Because I find it all too easy to not necessarily forget, but to stray, or start something, get led to a second ingredient and forget why I need that ingredient for. Let's avoid a headache and hydrate with coffee instead. Right. And let's introduce my keyboard because it has its own personality, because it's really loud. And we are doing chromium because we need chromium. Chromium for heating elements, because we're not just making the one, that would be silly. We have plenty of nickel, I believe. We got 619 nickel. Is Ni in the list? If it is, then I've already done it there. Chromium. Need 200 of that for the ship anyway. So yeah. So chromium for heating elements. Let me just unpin all of it. Start from the beginning. Chromium. Chromium, 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 chromium. So for that we need aluminum, if you want to prefer. So aluminum, aluminium, and ferrochrome. Right. So aluminium would be alumina and carbon at quite a high temperature. If I had aluminum bromide, then I would be able to do it straight off. That would be aqueous. That's just aluminium in hydrobromic acid. So let's backtrack. Molten ferrochrome. Right, so aluminium equals equals what? Carbon and alumina. And plus carbon at at 2027 C. I am just making notes, that's all. 2027 C, so it's that one there. Right, so we have alumina, we have carbon, we have a redesigned and smaller place cooker, if you will. Boom. So we will get alumina. I've already got it, right. Aluminum oxyhydride. Aluminum oxyhydride. Which is from bauxite. Oh, right, okay. So aluminum oxyhydride is alumina. Cool, right. And that makes steam. So we can place that in as well. Why not? So we can... I forgot what that was for. Why do I do this to myself? Vanadium pentoxide. So that and carbon is vanadium carbide. Oh, right, okay, cool. Let's do that one first. There's only 11 units of it. And it's bubbling up over there. Do I really have to use coal? We've got charcoal. Let's stick charcoal there. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to make a ledge so I can stand on it. I don't know if you can see that, but as the item melts, it's not going to be. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so it is getting. It's getting up to like 300. But as it emits off gases, then it will go through the bubbler and then carbon will come down, which is quite nice. The off gases still go up here though. So we've still got carbon dioxide from the charcoal that we're pretty much wasting, because that wasn't going to work, was it? Let's go back to the normal color. Did I need to? Yes, right, okay, so if I add some carbon, it is now too cold. Typical. Typical. Right, so that's coal. You can see the carbon coming down now, which means it's getting hotter. Is it getting hot enough? 1300. Yeah, well, that is medium. We need more carbon. We needed more carbon because there wasn't any in the right ratio. Is this going to be right? So that is vanadium carbide. Vanadium carbide. Vanadium carbide and steel. Right, okay. We've got that. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool because we need, well, we may need it one day. We don't have anything else, right? So aluminum hydroxide, put the carbon back there, and aluminium. Do we need anything else? No. No. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, we may need to keep an eye on that, because it stacks on this side and it won't fill any it wouldn't fill up this side at all. But it's nice and small and it fits on the screen. Also, the product won't actually fall through, will it? Because it's a match filter. So if I take that one off, pick it up because I'm not a messy person by nature, and not match, a non-match filter. If I take one of those, just the one, thank you, blimey. Zoom in. Will that work? No, I've already done this before, haven't I? I've done it before, and it will take what I'm putting in. It will just take it off, and the carbon will never go away. So it was a good idea, but it's not going to work. So we are doing alumina to make aluminium. So will that be a molten aluminium or not? Aluminum. It should be molten at this point. And molten, there we go. So let's drop these in. We've got that stuff. We've got that stuff. And we've got aluminum, which is what we're trying to get. So let's click on the fire. That's fine. I think we're getting carbon already. So that should be nice and hot. Yeah, we're getting loads of it through. So we now have alumina. Aluminium. Alumina, carbon, molten aluminium. Molten alumina. Is it because the ratio isn't high enough? Is that the flaw with the bubblers? Because they should be going through. Oh, wait a minute. Molten. So we put the molten alumina back, and it's getting to temperature. It needs to be over 2000. That's why it's not going. I really thought it would reach that kind of temperature. Ooh. Out of all that, we've got, okay, it's coming through. It's coming through. It's coming through and it's actually drying on the way down, which is nice. So, is it a case of needing blender? Okay, I thought I covered that already, but okay, we now have... No, there's one there. So that will be passing things through, or should it be there instead? How's the fuel looking? Probably not good. Alumina. And alumina there as well. So it is mixing in with the coal. But you need 3. It's 1:3 ratio. So by the time it gets there, it's not actually making contact with 3 items. And if it does get mixed, it doesn't interact with anything. Oh, I nearly had it. It's now turned into steel for some reason. Why is it turning into steel? Okay. 5 units of aluminum. My coal is nearly all gone. So that is alumina. That is the molten version of alumina. And that is carbon. So it does require a lot of carbon in order for it to produce and come down. Maybe this isn't the right... Maybe it's not the right design for it. 23. Maybe... yeah, we've got loads of steam and then water, so that's fine. So maybe for the purposes of aluminium, it needs to be simple as best. Because I've still got over 300 units of alumina itself. So if we put in a dusting of carbon as well, and don't forget the coal. Okay, we'll fix that there. Right. So we have molten alumina. I think that's a bit too much. Drop some carbon. Some carbon. That's going through. This is melting. That is melting. So it's getting up to a nice temperature, 3000 degrees. We got some molten out of that. Oh, molten aluminium 30. Maybe it just wasn't coming through the conveyor belts. Got some there. Let's stick that on there as well. Aluminum 4. Molten. There's 60 there. I don't know what's going on. Molten alumina, yep. Add in the carbon. Scoop all this up. That's good stuff. That's rising to a nice temperature now. Some alumina, we'll need carbon. Well, it says we need carbon. And we got one from there. Molten aluminium. By putting the carbon in first, we have aluminium. So that, yeah, that's all the carbon gone. Okay. Is that bizarre, or am I missing something obvious? Because I am missing whatever it is I should be putting down. Talking of which, this aluminium was for the chromium for the heating element. So we don't need, I don't think we need to do a lot. The heating element would be quite nice, so I don't have to keep going back for coal. Okay, that's cool. Aluminum, yeah, I've got 252 there. Okay. So carbon first. Get that up to 200. Sorry, 2000. It should still, might still reach it. 1000. 12. Let's try it now. That's all we have. If I get it in contact with the hot of the hottest, it's going cold. No, it's going. Can I add a bit of charcoal on there to maintain the heat? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, yeah. Right, so that should. Aluminum. There we go. Alumina. Molten aluminium right there. Alright. And we've got the steam as well. Okay. Crafting. Heating. Still need to make the chromium though. So we go back for the we will now go back for the ferrochrome stuff. So this design is only good for like 1-to-1 ratios because it's a single line of items and eventually a single line of carbon. Right, what am I looking for? Ferrochrome. I've only got 18. I've only got 18 chromium. Let's do ferrochrome. So that's chromice and carbon 1-to-4 ratio. Molten, don't have molten ferrochrome. Molten ferrochrome. Right, okay, that's fine. So pick up the chromites, add the carbon, chuck in the aluminium, and then I'll get chromium. Yep, right, okay. So chuck in the ferrochrome. Not needing that, not needing that ferrochrome. There's only 18. Okay, it will have to do. Because even with 18 units, I hope, 1 to 2 aluminum, yeah. Even with, oh, I should have 30, sorry, yeah, 36 units of chromium. It will still be enough to get a simple heater going, and if I can get a simple heater going, then I'll be able to see what we can come up with in order to do it. to do everything more efficiently. I've seen some designs that were shaped like a diamond, and it was just manual. The heating pixels were in the middle, some blenders around the outside, I think, and they just put everything in, set the heater to a temperature, and it blasted everything in one go, and it looked really good. I unfortunately am not that lucky. Why am I doing it? Because we could create something really, really silly. I mean, really, really quickly, and do it so I still need to reach it. So if I do 45 degrees there and 45 degrees here, that's almost going to work. And then I can place that one like so. Like that. So the ferrochrome goes in, the coal goes in, the hood for the gases go on poorly, but it doesn't matter. I'll stick my jetpack on. And now that should heat up nicely, and then I can drop. So molten ferrochrome and aluminum chromium. And so that's aluminum. Chromium. I've got 20 chromium. Right, okay. I've got 20 of them. I'll save my fuel now. And I'll get some nickel. Blimey. But yeah, now I can. So I should be able to do 20 heating elements if I press the right button, and find out what all the fuss is about. I'm sure it's good. Some chromium, some ferrochrome, some steel. That was a waste of fuel. It really was. And the ferrochrome is cooling down very, very slowly. Actually, I'm going to... mine. There we go. Right, so how do we want to play this? We've got 20 heating elements. Oh. 20 heating elements, and should I just build a new box? Yeah. But make it hollow. So we can place one box. That was wrong. That was the wrong tool. So that's what it. We can have it 22 by 30 because we've got 20 heaters. So if we place the heaters there, press P. Cool. Oh, this is what the wrench is going to be for, isn't it? Otherwise, I'm going to be slightly miffed. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, right. We have discovered a new emergency platinum. Platinum dioxide. Carbon and platinum. Blah, 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 blah. Platinum oxide is all oxide. There we go. So, platinum arsenosulfide and platinum diarsenide. Wow. Wowzers. Okay. But how output? Okay, platinum dioxide input. So platinum dioxide will get you platinum. Cool. And that's platinum dioxide from platinum arsenosulfide. Absolutely fine. PCAS. Oh, they are. Right, okay. So platinum dioxide, these two, and you can get that from platinum diarsenide. So how do you make it then? Oh, I see. Ah, right. Sperrylite deposit. Sperrylite deposit. Awesome. Sperrylite. Oh. It must be deeper. Vanadium carbide steel then. Sperrylite deposit. Sperrylite deposit for platinum diarsenide. Notes has been made. Right, okay. And vanadium carbide steel. Carbide steel. Carbide, molten steel. Molten, don't need molten. Vanadium carbide steel. It's just steel and vanadium carbide, isn't it? Vanadium carbide 22. We need 64. Because that is a 1 to 4. Okay. 22 for those, and then 1 of those. So you're losing 3 units of molten steel per molten vanadium carbide steel. Which, does that make sense? I don't know. So I'll only get 22 units of vanadium carbide steel. I need more vanadium carbide. So I need more vanadium. Oh no, not that again. Aluminum. Oh no. Vanadium, carbon, vanadium carbide, absolutely fine. But I need vanadium itself, which is calcium or vanadium dioxide, carbon, vanadium dioxide, calcium, vanadium pentoxide, vanadium dioxide. Vanadium dioxide, vanadium pentoxide. Ooh. Vanadinites. Right, okay. Okay. I didn't write it down, did I? Vanadites. Vanadinites. Right. And what's this carbide? I don't know, but I've got it now. Oh, I'm at 91%. Oh dear. Vanadites will go into... Oh, wow. So it will give me lead and the pentoxide. Okay. Well, I've got 1,000 units of this stuff, so... And we don't need carbon, do we? Nope, we just burn it. So I'll use charcoal for this. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell am I doing? What am I doing? Got a heat source right there. Bum. Is there another way of seeing this? Probably not. Still vanadite. Is it because there's no oxygen coming through or something? Whoa. I think I did it. I did it in small amounts. Very, very, very small amounts. So what, we pick it up and we just... No, it's here. 17. Right, okay. 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 So if I put these... What? Vanadium pentoxide, vanadium carbide, vanadite, vanadites, vanadium carbide. Chrome steel, heatsink elements. What's this chlorine gas? That was part of the vanadite, wasn't it? Yeah, right, okay, cool. So there is no actual off-gassing with the heatsink elements. Okay. In that case... So it will take me up to there. Okay. Number 3. Number 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. I think that's 9, or that was 10. So that's 7. Right. That's 1200. That's 600 there. That's 3. Bordering on 400. It's over 400 now. So it's slowly rising, which is a bit fascinating. Now, I don't remember changing the direction of that, do you? I don't remember changing that direction, but never mind. It's done now. That's fine, and we can brick this in like so. We can now drop our vanadites with the right tool selected, of course. Whoa. Alright. So excited. So we're going to have to drop it and pick it up. And we'll get all 3. This is amazing. I'm going to go up there because that's a lot of chlorine gas. What was chlorine gas used for? I forget. So how many am I making? 30 there. Got 210. This is so much fun. Who needs automation when you can capture 4 different things in one go? Chlorine gas. Oh no, that's just wrong. And more chlorine gas up there. Let's turn the heating off. Can't really see it as well. But that's it. Right, cool. Was that what I was after? Yes. And now it's an input. So now we add carbon to it and we get carbide. Carbon. That's chlorine, carbon monoxide, and we should be guessing carbon dioxide. Vanadium. Oh. That is the first time I picked up vanadium. How bizarre. What's this? Monoxide. And a bit of dioxide as well. Bum, 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 bum. Vanadium pentoxide. Vanadium carbide. Vanadium carbide steel. Right, okay. I thought I wrote it down, but I did not. So we'll need vanadium carbide. Right, so vanadium, carbon. that one. So we drop them, drop that, and carbon, pick up that. Right, okay. Put that in. Take out the carbon. And we are waiting for vanadium carbide. Vanadium dioxide, actually. Vanadium carbide, right. Yes, vanadium carbide. So we've got 29 of that so far. Whoa. And bit much, bit much. Let's add a bit more carbon to it. Vanadium. See, when I release it, it goes whoosh. There's dioxide, there we go. Pencil oxide. No, carbide, 34. We don't need more than that. Come on, what's going on? Dioxide and pentoxide. And actual vanadium as well. Right, let's have a bit of a think. Hello, I am back, and I am back on my birthday, recording Wednesday, 12th of August. I'm back to complete the thing because not completing it was really annoying, and I want to. So in the last clip you probably have just watched, unless it's edited out, but I can't think why I would. I was in the process of getting platinum in order to get the wrench. Now, I want to shout out Xenomorph420. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. And as I should focus on two things, the battery, which should be possible, and the NPCs for the gifts that they provide. Syrian, Zuli, Frosto, Alien, Woof Woof, and 939. I know if you give them the minerals, the ore, the materials, then these can be used for fast travel points, which would be quite good. And if I repair my spaceship, then that too can be used as fast travel points as well. So I'll continue on with the wrench, but I have a secret weapon. It's not really a secret, it's just a weapon that I didn't have before. It's called, and you may not know of the term, but it's called a spreadsheet. Specifically Excel, although there are other spreadsheets available. They do the same thing. They let you manipulate data to provide you the information you're actually looking for. Used by businesses all over the world. It was created, I think, in the early to mid 70s, and it changed accounting overnight. For those that were in the presentation audience, it was phenomenal because previously you had pen and paper. If you made a mistake, then you had to recalculate all the subsequent numbers from that point onwards, and if you got 500 lines to updates, then that was an issue. Now with the spreadsheet, you can actually forecast because you can change and you can do what ifs. But for this purpose, I'm just going to be typing in what I need to bloody do. Because as soon as I click on a tab, I've forgotten why I'm there. It's like walking into a room, you know. Why did I walk in the room? Well, there you go. The wrench was platinum, isn't it? So I'm going to type down in cell A6 platinum. I don't know if that's a raw material or a manufactured material. I think it's a raw material, isn't it? So oxygen gas, platinum, platinum dioxide, platinum, platinum 2 oxide, 2 oxide, 3 oxide, all make platinum with different outputs: steam, oxygen gas, carbon dioxide. But you always get platinum from the end. If you use carbon, you get carbon dioxide. If you use hydrogen gas, you get steam, which is not too bad. So how do I make platinum dioxide, for example? Platinum dioxide comes from platinum diarsenide, or in a 2:2 ratio, platinum arsenosulfide. Right, so what have I got then? Platinum dioxide, platinum to platinum, platinum dioxide, and that goes to, actually, yeah, right, okay. And right, so we're doing it backwards, okay? So the game audio is paused because I'm on the spreadsheet. So the end result is the first on the list. The list goes left to right. The next, so platinum is the goal. Platinum dioxide, I need to get to platinum. And to get platinum dioxide, I will need, let me put that one there. So that's platinum. Do I write the other recipes in? Because you got platinum dioxide and platinum oxide as well, 2 and 3. We've got to write that down. I've got to write that down. I cannot not write that down. I don't know how much this will be in the video, but this will be 2 oxide, and there's 2 of those, isn't there? And then platinum bracket, curvy bracket, III oxide as well. So platinum 2 oxide, platinum 2 oxide, and platinum 3 oxide. Okay, PTO, PTO, PTO2. Nice. So the first one you need carbon, the second one is hydrogen gas. Carbon, hydrogen gas. And the third one you don't need, the third and first one you don't need anything. That's odd. PTO3, PTO2, PT2. Oh, okay. This triple oxide actually gives you double platinum. Cool. just increasing my... So we can put a arrow to go forward there, and then that makes, so I'll put in equals this is a very rough and ready platinum and oxygen gas, and then you've got platinum and carbon dioxide. Actually, copy and paste, Dan. Copy and paste. Come on. Copy and paste it, right? Copy and paste. Come on. And the second one is carbon dioxide. And steam. And oxygen gas again. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. There we go. All done. Let me increase the... I'm going to make you able to see it. Display capture. Let's do that one instead. There we go. So I don't know how well you can see that on the screen, but in order to make platinum, you need one of these, either nothing at all, and I'm going to also include the temperatures as well. Sorry, I'm just going to bring it off. That one. So that's 177. That's 327 and 227. There we go. I've got the temperatures as well. Okay. So in order to get to platinum dioxide, I will write in on a new line on the left. Platinum dioxide. So you either need, I'm going to click on that cell there, platinum arsenosulfide. Wow, I typed it in probably without a mistake. Or platinum diarsenide. Okay. And that's that will make platinum dioxide. That's cool, but okay. That's platinum dioxide and arsenic trioxide gas for both, but the top one has sulfur dioxide gas. And they will be at 527 each. There we go. So now the sheet looks something like that. So we know we can go back to that one and do platinum oxide 2, platinum oxide 3, so that I know what I should be keeping track of. because it's all too easy to get lost in the shuffle. We'll come back to the sulfide and the diarsenite shortly as well. But let's put that one in there. I put platinum oxide 2 is platinum 2 sulfide. So that goes in like so. So platinum 2 sulfide. And with that you get that one there, and sulfur dioxide gas, which I've already typed in, so that goes there, and you get that at 427 Celsius. Okay, so now we've got why now we've got that one, or should we do the third? Let's do the third one. Which one is it? That one. That one. So that is platinum 3 sulfide. Okay. Sulfide. Just moving things around a bit. That's 420. No, you get chlorine gas as well, sulfur dioxide gas, sorry, as well. So that's 427. Right, so that is bunker. That's fine. Now we can go back to the what was it? The platinum dioxide. So we've got platinum dioxide and oxides 2 and 3. Dioxide, oxide 2 and 3. That's fine. I can move that up 1 or 2. There we go. So now we can do the arsenosulfide recipe. And I'll put labels on the top shortly, okay? But that's what I've got so far. We are ending here. We need to find this stuff or that stuff so that we can burn it at these temperatures to make that, to mix it with hydrogen gas or carbon to make the platinum with the carbon dioxide or steam as the leftovers. Are you following? Are you following? I told you wouldn't like me if I brought my spreadsheet out. Oh, talking of, remember this guy? Remember this guy? Does it look familiar? It should. Yeah, I do spend my spare time on spreadsheets and making nice pictures of my ideas because I don't know if they're going to work or not. But it did. Kind of. Not very well though. Okay, so back to the tab we have. We've got, that's the dioxide, isn't it? Right, dioxide. So we've got the arsenosulfide. Yes, I know. So how do we guess it then? Oh. because I want to know how we get it, and it's not listed. Okay, what about arsenide? Again, not listed. Oh, right, okay. It is listed. It's what you get when you burn up the spherulite deposit, or when you mine spherulite deposit. And spherulite deposit, right, okay, these are cool. Mine spherulite deposit. Deposits, there we go. And that goes for that one as well. Boom. So we have to dig deeper before we can get to the wrench. So that is the vanadium carbide drill. So vanadium carbide steel, isn't it? We've got. Why have we only got vanadium carbide? Vanadium. I don't think vanadium dioxide. Right, we've got some aluminium from yesterday for me anyway. Yeah, vanadium carbide, vanadium pentoxide is aluminium. Vanadite is aluminium. Chlorine gas is something I haven't looked into yet. Okay, so platinum we can set aside. I'm going to rename my tab platinum. Okay, I'm going to get another tab for the vanadium carbide steel. Vanadium carbide steel. Vanadium carbide steel. Does it give me? It should. Molten vanadium carbide steel VC4. Wrong screen. VC4. There we go. I can do a subscript on the tab name. But that is vanadium carbide and molten steel, and that's that there. It's not used for anything. This is the end product. So again, A6 vanadium carbide steel, and we'll make that column bigger. We'll stick that there. We'll make that column smaller. So that's vanadium carbide and molten steel. Vanadium carbide steel. Just like that. And that will be at that will be 1550 degrees, 1550 degrees Celsius, like so. So now we want to know, how do you make vanadium carbide? Vanadium carbide, there's some options. Vanadium, and carbon. That will get you that. So that will get you vanadium carbide. That will get you vanadium. Sorry. Yeah, that will get you vanadium carbide steel at 1550. Right, okay, good. So vanadium carbide, molten steel. I will type in molten steel. So you put the steel in first, get it molten, and then you add in the vanadium carbide. Okay, I've got steel, but I need more vanadium carbide. There we go. Maybe it would be best if I conduct this here. Then I can see, yeah. So steel. We've got steel, we've got plenty. Plenty. I'm carrying it. Okay. I may even melt it so I've got the molten steel. So I've got molten steel ready to go. Steel, there we go. We've got a bit of steel left. There we go. I'm sure I picked up more than I dropped, but now we have molten steel. There we go. 109 units of it. Yeah, that's fine. That was 64, wasn't it? Yes, thank God for that. This upgrade, really, really, really nice. I fully recommend that upgrade. I really do. Right, okay, so let's go back before we lose track. Vanadium carbide steel, so let's do vanadium carbide. We've got two options for that. So we can vanadium pentoxide, but that is, let me finish this line first. Vanadium carbide and carbon at 1200, and that one is carbon monoxide. Monoxide at 1300. There we go. Right, so that is carbon, vanadium pentoxide. Vanadium pentoxide, carbon. Right. So we've got pentoxide, we've got the carbon, we've got 34. So that's the pentoxide, that's the carbon. 1300, it should be hot enough, it's 17 there. Vanadium carbon, right, okay. So that should be fine. This is, no, I'll suffer through it. It's absolutely fine. So let's drop the vanadium pentoxide, and that's getting up to temperature. We want 1300 before we add the carbon. It is in some places, is it? Because I haven't actually set the temperature on all of them, probably. I'm going through slowly, and if the temperature dips, then I know it's not one I've already set. This is why I wanted to make the wrench a priority, but I need to do the drill, before I can hopefully access the wrench materials. the platinum stuff. Right, so that should be at... Why is that only 900? Okay, I'm taking off them. I wanted to pick up the blenders. It's absolutely fine. Right. 16, 13. There we go. So the first layer is 1600. The second layer above it is like 7. It's moving around. So yeah, that is crazy. And because these are moving around, blenders should blend, but they're not really blending, are they? Right, okay, I know it's not attached to the wall anymore. There we go. Look at the heat now. Second layer, 900. Third layer, 5, 3, 2, etc. So if we know how, that's 400, that's 1300. That's weird. It's not just me, is it? But that's weird. We can use this tool here to drop a line. It's not going to build anything. It will say cannot build, but it will allow us to drop us an exact line. So now that should be hotter. So if we drop it in, ooh, yeah, vanadium dioxide. But that's not changing because it's not hot enough. We only want the dioxide anyway. So we can now add in another layer of carbon. I was in the process of saying. Boom. Oops. So that's dioxide. That's vanadium. That is... So vanadium and carbide will make... Right, carbon. Right, so I'm using pentoxide. So do I have vanadium as well? Vanadium, yeah, I've got 86 of that, 233 of that, and the pentoxide as well. So vanadium, carbon, vanadium carbide, and carbon. Pentoxide. I am using the pentoxide. That should give me carbon monoxide gas. Alright. But the dioxide, have I not finished the backwards? Vanadium carbide. Require vanadium and carbon. Vanadium. Right. Vanadium. Wow. Aluminium, carbon. But I was picking up the dioxide. So vanadium. Vanadium and carbon. Vanadium, carbon. Vanadium carbide. Vanadium dioxide. Vanadium pentoxide, calcium dioxide, aluminium to make vanadium. Vanadium carbide is the goal. So before we can get there, we need to get, right, vanadium dioxide. I'm not gonna write down all of them. Vanadium dioxide. Vanadium carbide, vanadium. Vanadium carbide, there it is. We've got vanadium and carbon, or vanadium pentoxide and carbon. Job done. Vanadium pentoxide is through lead oxides and vanadites. That's right, vanadium pentoxide. Stick that there on a new line. Right, it's vanadium pentoxide. We'll vanadites. Vanadinites. Vanadinites leads to lead oxide. That's equals, isn't it? Because that's the last one on the list. Lead oxide. Blah, blah, blah. Vanadium pentoxide. And chlorine gas at 962 degrees Celsius. And vanadite you mine. Vanadite deposit. You drill it, mines into vanadite. So you mine that. You mine that and you pick up that. Right. No, right. So I've got vanadium pentoxide turns into vanadites. Vanadium carbide is what you get when you mix in vanadium and carbon, or vanadium pentoxide and carbon. Vanadium carbide at 1300 degrees. So we've got plenty of that, we've got plenty of this. Why is it not producing the carbide then? Help me, Jerry, help me. Vanadium, oh right, that's dioxide. You know what, screw it. Vanadium carbide. is what we need to go with steel, molten steel. Right, so this is vanadium, that's fine. We can add more carbon. Vanadium. Because there's, right, okay, vanadium carbide as well. Yeah, because there's already vanadium, if I add more carbon, then that should automatically give us vanadium carbide. And it is just really, really... What's this one? Vanadium. Ah, I'm out of carbon. Bunk. Carbon. I don't have any more. Do I have wood? Do I have charcoal? I do. Do I have... Yay, I've got wood. Excuse me. You would. Thank you very much for the methane. I'll be setting fire to everything very shortly, I promise. We can go over there, we can mine this. And I don't really care about the... I did care about that, really. Dirt. I know what I'm not doing. I'm not taking advantage of the fact that this little cow will produce loam. Dunk. There you go. Right, turn that into loam. Thank you. Okay. And the trees have grown, so why am I bothering to it when I can just pick up more? As long as I don't kill the seeds, then I should be fine. Or the nuts. Wrong one. Sorry. Okay. Stop messing about. Get on with it. Too late. The wood just instantly goes whoosh. I love it. Who on earth would build any building that they want to keep out of wood? It doesn't last 2 minutes. although thankfully, for the time being anyway, we are not being subjected to temperatures over 1,000 degrees Celsius, but in some parts it can actually feel like that. We need to do something now, don't we? Yes, blenders. Let me put, I've got blenders on me, haven't I? Let me put the blenders in there, and we'll make them in a dotted line. What am I doing? I am going to carbon this charcoal. So if I do that, I should now have, oh cool, that's so nice. That's so helpful, thank you. Thank you so much. Right, okay. Alright, carbon goes into there. We'll add in some more. Add in some more. Oh, it's so nice. It just spills out. It just spills out. If I put another blender unit like strategically there, it may even do it better. Come on, pay attention. I built something by accident. How wonderful is that? That should, it may not, it won't. Oh, not again. Okay, it didn't happen again, thankfully. Yeah, if I can get a pixel there. No, we may need a bit more. But that's quite a lot of carbon I managed to get very, very quickly, so that's good. Right, so where was I before I was interrupted? Vanadium. Vanadium. That is vanadium there. So vanadium and carbon at 1200, so we've got more than enough. Sorry, a bit too much there. And this is all too much, isn't it? Right, so there was some vanadium carbide. Let's do these lines again. It's vanadium. There's 2 lines of vanadium, and now add this carbon on. Oh, that's so good. So we need more carbon there. That is carbon. I think I was on the right lines when I was doing that. It's just a feeling. So vanadium. And carbon. Vanadium carbide. That's 5. Does it work the other way around? vanadium, carbon, lots and lots and lots and lots. Vanadium dioxide. I haven't wrote that down yet. Dioxide. That's what we get through the pentoxide, for the pentoxide. Vanadium dioxide and vanadium dioxide and carbon is vanadium. Vanadium dioxide is no, vanadium dioxide, that's pentoxide and carbon, right? Okay. That is vanadium dioxide and carbon monoxide. That's 597 degrees. So vanadium dioxide, vanadium pentoxide. I thought vanadium pentoxide was vanadide. Input vanadium pentoxide. Vanadium carbide or dioxide. Oh, so there's a chance, right? Okay. So you need a lot more carbon for it to turn into carbide. Then, and if you don't, then you get dioxide, which you then have to add. It's still less carbon than using carbon to turn it directly into the vanadium carbide. Count them up for yourself. That's vanadium pentoxide and carbon, 1 of 1. Vanadium dioxide, carbon 2 is vanadium. So that's 3 carbons so far. So once you've got vanadium, you add 3 carbons, that's 6. Maybe not. I'm not going insane though, am I? I'm not. I am righteously confused. I'm royally confused. Vanadium, 3 units of carbon is vanadium carbide. 3 to 4. That's 3, but that's aluminium, which is kind of annoying. Vanadium pentoxide. Pentoxide and calcium is 2 vanadium. 3 vanadium dioxide and 4 molten aluminium is 3 vanadium, and you get some alumina back as well, which may be its only saving grace. But you get 2 carbons back, so that's really only 1 carbon, but you need 3 to start the catalyst, and only 1 of them will change, or 1 of them will disappear. So you've got vanadium, 1 unit, you've got 1 unit of carbon with 2 neighbours, will turn into 1 vanadium, leaving behind 2 carbons. That's rice, isn't it? Right, okay. So you got vanadium carbide. Job done. Vanadium. Vanadium and carbon is... What have you got there? Yeah, vanadium... 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3... There's 5 different recipes to get to vanadium. Vanadium dioxide and carbon is vanadium. So vanadium dioxide is pentoxide carbon leading to there. But it's also an input. So you can have vanadium dioxide and carbon going straight into vanadium. I'm not losing the plot, am I? It skips a bit, doesn't it? Pentoxide. Okay, no, I don't think it does. I think this is the bottom layer, the starting points. You start with that, you end up with some of that, you end up with some of this, you take this, yeah, this is it. So there's 7 carbon units and it will go straight to the vanadium carbide. But if you use 1 unit of carbon, it will go into 2, they will both change into vanadium dioxide and monoxide. So from the dioxide, you add a 3rd carbon and you end up with 2 carbon dioxides. Sorry. Pentoxide. 1 unit of carbon is vanadium dioxide. There. In order to make that, you need... we've already discussed how we make it. That's how I got here. So vanadium dioxide and 2 carbon is vanadium 2 carbon. 2 carbon plus another 3 carbon, which is a total of 5, and you reach your point. So you can spend 5 carbon. I guess it's a bit slower process. I guess that's all there is to it. It's a slower process. So we've got carbide, we've got 89. That's fine. So now I will take my molten steel and my vanadium carbide. Does it need to be jiggled a bit? Is that it? Okay. I think I need to jiggle things a bit. Which is a shame really, because I like this unit. So let's jiggle the, let me zoom in. If we do 3, like so. And then we add the vanadium carbide. That's molten steel. That's steel on the top. That's steel on the bottom. We don't want steel. don't want steel, we want vanadium carbide steel. There we go, 10. That's it. That's all there is. It's doing it. But it's not doing it quickly enough. Do I need more heaters like above as well? Because I can build them in that shape. So the gases have got somewhere to go, but the gas, I don't think. Do I have any steel itself? Yeah, I do. Right. Vanadium. Vanadium. I won't be using that anymore, so let's put the carbon steel there. Actually, right, so I want steel and molten steel there. They go in first, and then the that one can go there. Yeah, so we've got steel, molten steel, vanadium carbide as well, and that's vanadium carbide steel. We can add these two in as well. So steel, molten steel, same thing. That is now, it's cooling down. Why is it cooling down right there? Steel, vanadium carbide. Oh, I think we 10, 12, look at the box there. Carbide. Ba-bam. Pentoxide, carbon. Vanadium. Let's just get that. Need carbon, sorry. Vanadium carbide steel. Vanadium carbide and molten steel equals vanadium carbide steel. Except when it doesn't. Molten steel, vanadium carbide steel, very, very small amounts, if any at all. So because I don't have that much steel, yeah, probably. Probably. Let's pick up some more steel. Right, okay, come on, steel, right, okay. Did I only pick up like 100 units or so? But if I did, where did it go? Where did it go? Because I don't have 100 units of vanadium carbide steel. I've only got 25. But let's drop the steel in. Got molten steel there. Then the carbide in. And not much is happening. Vanadium carbide steel 1. So it really does need to be blended. Vanadium carbide. Vanadium carbide steel. There's another 3 units. $10, $14, $15, $16 there. I'm getting there. I am getting there. Vanadium carbide. So we've got 74 of that. We've got that as well. Steel isn't going to melts, which we need it to do. Vanadium carbide steel, okay. $62. So it really has to be melted. 76, we're getting there, 81, 82, 84, 85, 86. And 92. Vanadium carbide. 28. Blimey. Blimey. Okay. We could have stopped at 64, but oh, my goodness. Right. Tungsten carbide drill. But I have unlocked the unlockable. Well, it's not really unlockable. I think the shape of the heating the pixels is not doing me any favors. I think it should be in the middle of the oven itself, with the blenders, with some blender pixels on either side. Because at the moment, the 50% of the heat is not in the oven, and yeah, that's not the way to do things, is it? Really? I'm going to be taking these back as well. I should probably turn off the hands so I do actually pick them up. I had another thought where I just melted and put whatever, all of these like silly little things as well. Oh, we've got a fiber. I don't know why. That was for the farmers clubs. Yeah, right, okay. Let me have a look to see lead. 64 lead. I'm going to make a note of that just here. 64 lead and 64 sulfuric acid. I should be able to do the battery. I don't really know what that unlocks because so far I haven't found a need for like a power source. The heaters work by themselves. The conveyor belts work by themselves, and everything works by itself. In other words, so am I interested in finding out? Yeah, sure, why not? I just hope it doesn't make the game more confusing. Sulfuric acid, 64 there. Right, cool. Xenomorph 420, shout out again, lead acid battery, you told me, and I did it. Or did I? Scanner helps you locate interesting things, silicon, germanium, and arsenic. NiCad battery. Okay. NiCad battery. Nickel cadmium, of course. NiCad. 64 nickel, 64 potassium hydroxide, and 64 cadmium. But I don't know what the battery's for. Nickel. We've got nickel, we've got plenty of nickel, potassium, hydroxide, not on me. Cadmium, only 18 units. Okay, cadmium. Sphalerite deposit, excellent. Cadmium equal mine what? I can't see. Sphalerite deposits. Right. Yeah, but I may take a detour, do this bit as well, but I will be going down. I don't have. The only thing I've got is carbon on me, and I'm going to be putting that back as well. Player, inventory, go away. There we go. Right, so I'm totally empty, so everything I bring back is because I've mined it. And I'll probably be... Oh no. Oh no, it's frozen. Why is it so cold? Is it snowing? It's snowing. That's why it's so cold. Right, it's kind of annoying. I'm just going to pick up water now. More methane because there's animals down here. It's frozen. It's ice. It's frozen. You boy. You boy. This is a heat ring. Crude oil, coal, charcoal. Makes sense. Coal and charcoal is easy. I don't think I found I may have come across like 2 pixels of crude oil. And what about your fast? Yeah, this would actually be a really good fast travel points. Vanadium, chromium, and boron. All right. I know other people who've done boron themselves, but I haven't. Right, but we will move on. It's water. We will move on swiftly through the ages, and swiftly in the wrong direction. Where am I? Oh, I'm up here. Right, okay, keep going. Must be a way that way then. No, there isn't. Okay. In that case, we will make one. Slash. Slash. That was fun. Okay. I'm nearing bits that I've not seen before. We've got more mercury. Where is it? There it is. Right, so that's coal. I'm probably going to be picking up coal. Not too much of it. We've got more lead, we've got more coal. Appetite, coal. Right, no, I'm going to continue moving in this direction. Ah, right, okay, I can see it. I can see the natural colours now. How nice. It's far right. Okay, one more across, and that's the entire layer done. Mercury, mercury, mercury. Fluorite. More mercury. I picked the mercury out of the rocks now, so I don't have to chase it flowing down the hill, essentially. I am now at the deepest part that I've come to so far. Here. So where is that guy? That guy is on the next screen. There he is. There he is. He's got a music box. Cool. Arsenic, gallium, and germanium. I'm not writing them down. Not now. I will do it shortly. But we can now dig in. Oh, this is so exciting. Ember crown. What's this stuff? That's palladium. Iron ortho blah 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 blah. Right, so there's bauxites, barytes, apatite gravel, that's fine. Celestine chromites. Lead selenide, lead sulfate, limestone, of course. Mercury, loads of it. Palladium, yes. Palladium stuff. Potassium nitrate powder. That goes boom, doesn't it? Never mind. Rust, slush, and sphalerite for cadmium. Excellent. Steel, which I've mined out of the building, and thallium as well. The reason why I went here is for platinum. So what I'm looking for is a spherulite deposit, preferably. And I still haven't found it. Right, but never mind. This is early days. Let me make sure that I'm zoomed out. Ember crown. Ah. Oh, they are spores. They are falling. Okay. That's so cool. Looks nice though. Good job, the artsy Bahamut. That's what I say. Corundum wall. Yeah, the corundum wall. So we now have cobalt oxide, antimony, bismuth, lead, lithium. Lithium oxide. Okay, never mind. Do I pick them all up? I'm at 39%, or do I keep exploring? I say, let's go, keep exploring. Actually, on someone else's video, I'm really sorry, I didn't catch the name, but there's a torch icon, there's a torch upgrade that allows you to see through, flashlight, that allows you to see through the walls. That's definitely a really, really good project. What's this one? Electrolyzer. Sweet. Triggers electrolytic reactions at the target position, uses large amounts of electricity. That's probably why you need the battery for. Ruby laser projects heat into the environment, sets fire at a distance, and cuts through solid targets, uses electricity. Freeze ray. Stop. Hammer time. Recharge rates. Lithium manganese. Faster recharging of your suit's battery. Scanner helps you locate interesting things. Recharge rates, so there's the flashlight and that's something else. I'll never be able to get that because I can't get ectoplasm. Geiger counter, nuke launcher, jetpack. Jetpack would be nice. Backpack would be even better. Aluminium and strontium. What's this? Heat resistance. Yeah, that would be nice. Boron gas is a bit weird though. Material belts, manganese. Tool bolts, lithium. Excellent. Lithium. That's molten lithium and chlorine gas. Molten lithium chloride. No, I just want lithium. So, molten lithium chloride. Molten lithium. Lithium oxide. So I just need hydrochloric acid. Whoa. Aqueous lithium chloride. That's the wet version of this. So this will turn that into water. So lithium oxide and hydrochloric acid, lithium chloride and water, and lithium chloride. Lithium chloride and water is aqueous. That's fine. That's the electrolysis. Some lithium chloride and lithium is chlorine gas. No, molten lithium chloride zapped in a bug zapper. We'll get molten lithium and chlorine gas. Okay. Okay. Probably not something I'm doing here, is it? How do I get chlorine gas? Calcium chloride. Do I have any in seawater? Oh, right, okay. Hydrogen gas. Seawater with electrolysis. Electrolysis is that one there. Silver and gold. I would be surprised if I don't have silver and gold. Silver. So I've got plenty of gold. Where's the silver? Oh, I don't have any silver. Oh, that's interesting. I've got... that's because I haven't melted argentite yet. Okay. But we can keep exploring. What's this? Nickel, sulfate, potassium, zinc, tin, sodium, sulfate. Nah. Right, I'm at 44%. What's all this stuff? Nitro-glycerine. Cool. Should I? I don't see how anybody could not do it. I don't want to put it there. Let me put it in there. But I do have to get up close, don't I? That was terrifying. Oh, what a happy birthday. That was this is gasoline vapor, gasoline. Yeah. I nearly died. Right, kids, this is why we don't play around. Oh my goodness, this is hot. This is why we don't play around with things that we don't understand. Well, we do understand. I did understand. I wasn't expecting this effect though. This is all gasoline and it's still coming up. We've got sulfur, osmium. We've got a 5-part piece. We've got... Oh no. Let me turn that off. It doesn't matter. Okay, let me see if I can salvage. How? Oh no. Okay. I am impressed. I love it. This is molten silica, or it was molten. Everything is molten. Everything is molten. Um. Ah. Random wall. Right. Okay. Well, I think the only way to cool down would be like, no, that that had a survival lifetime of, well, currently me. This is magnificent, and it doesn't. Okay, there we go. That was beautiful. I'm gonna end the episode on that. That I still live, and I'm still carrying everything that I had. But that was absolutely beautiful, and I have a smile on my face. I want to find some more. No, I don't actually, because yeah, that was pretty bad. Because now pretty much whatever was there doesn't exist anymore. Not in its normal, natural states. It would have combined and it would have reacted, and I don't know what we're going to find. But again, that was absolutely brilliant. Wow, what my I wasn't flying up. The game was sending me upwards. That's why I was startled, because it just went boom. Yeah, don't handle stuff without training, I guess, is the takeaway for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hunt for my thumbnail for episode what? Episode 11. This is episode 11. You've been amazing. See you next time. Thank you. Boom.